What is GDPR? The General Data Protection Regulation transformed how organizations worldwide handle personal data. Whether you process data about EU residents or operate globally, GDPR compliance is not optional. In the next few minutes, we will break down the core principles, data subject rights, and the key roles and requirements every organization must understand. Let us get started. Let us begin by defining what GDPR is and the problem it was created to solve. The GDPR, effective since May 2018, is the European Union's comprehensive data protection regulation that governs how organizations collect, process, store, and transfer personal data about individuals in the EU. The GDPR, effective since May 2018, is the European Union's comprehensive data protection regulation that governs how organizations collect, process, store, and transfer personal data about individuals in the EU. GDPR has extraterritorial reach, applying to any organization worldwide that processes the personal data of EU residents, regardless of where the organization is based. All processing of personal data must comply with 7 principles: lawfulness, fairness and transparency, purpose limitation, data minimization, accuracy, storage limitation, integrity and confidentiality, and accountability. GDPR grants individuals 8 rights over their personal data, including the right to access, the right to erasure, the right to data portability, and the right to object to processing. Non-compliance with GDPR can result in administrative fines of up to 20 million euros or 4% of global annual turnover for the preceding financial year, whichever is higher. 4 key terms underpin the GDPR framework. Every personal data processing activity must have a valid lawful basis from the 6 available options: consent, contract, legal obligation, vital interests, public task, or legitimate interests, and organizations must document which basis applies. Data subject rights give individuals genuine control over their personal data, and organizations must have processes to respond to requests within 1 month, including systems to locate, extract, and delete data on demand. A data protection officer is required for public authorities, organizations that conduct large-scale systematic monitoring, and those that process special categories of data at scale, and must be given the independence and resources to fulfill the role. A data protection impact assessment is required before undertaking processing that is likely to result in high risk to individuals, and it must systematically assess the risks and the measures taken to address them. Now let us walk through how GDPR operates in practice. Implementing GDPR follows a structured, systematic approach. The record of processing activities documents every personal data processing operation the organization conducts, serving as the foundation for GDPR compliance and demonstrating accountability. For every processing activity in the ROPA, the organization must identify and document a valid lawful basis, ensuring that no personal data is processed without proper legal justification. GDPR requires appropriate technical and organizational measures to protect personal data, proportionate to the risk, including encryption, access controls, and data breach response procedures. The organization must have documented processes for receiving, validating, and fulfilling data subject requests within the 1-month deadline, including rights to access, erasure, and portability. Personal data breaches that are likely to result in risk to individuals must be reported to the supervisory authority within 72 hours of becoming aware, and to affected individuals without undue delay where the risk is high. GDPR compliance flows from data mapping through lawful basis identification, security measures, rights processes, and breach response capability. Data mapping and Let us explore why GDPR delivers significant value to organizations. GDPR delivers measurable value across the entire organization. GDPR compliance is not optional for any organization that processes personal data about EU residents, making it a fundamental legal requirement for operating in or trading with the European Union. Organizations that handle personal data in a transparent, rights-respecting manner build significantly stronger trust with customers, which translates into competitive advantage and customer loyalty. A well-implemented GDPR program reduces the likelihood of data breaches and the regulatory investigations that follow, avoiding the severe fines and reputational damage that non-compliance can bring. The data mapping, classification, and minimization required by GDPR improve data quality and governance across the organization, delivering operational benefits beyond compliance alone. Let us compare organizations that lack GDPR compliance versus those with a fully implemented data protection program. Without GDPR compliance, organizations process personal data without documented legal basis, inadequate security, and no ability to fulfill subject rights, creating significant legal exposure in the EU market. With GDPR compliance, personal data is processed lawfully, securely, and transparently, with documented processes for every requirement that demonstrate accountability and protect against regulatory action. Let us bring together the essential points from our introduction to GDPR. If you want to implement GDPR step by step with practical templates, our complete Udemy course covers every requirement from data mapping to breach response. Enroll today and build your GDPR compliance program. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.